What's going on, guys? Welcome to the season finale of Brian's Beverage Corner. And today's panel, we have Uni on for the first time.
Hello.
Pete is back. And Jimmy's back.
Sup?
Jimmy's on this show and doesn't fucking watch it. He's a jerk.
It's okay, I don't watch it.
But it's okay. We still invited him back.
I have no free time.
So, a couple weeks ago, Ed, Eric, and the three of us did a random episode where we just bought random stuff and just reviewed them just for the fun of it, just to see how it would go. And it went over pretty well, actually. We got it. Some people reached out to us. It was nice. So we're kind of doing the same thing for this last episode. I picked a couple things out that are super interesting, that a little bit harder to get. So just to jump right into it, the first beer is by Bissell Brothers. This is Bissell Brothers Lux Rye Ale, coming in at 5.1%. We've never done one of their beers on the show, so just to let you guys know, these guys are out of Portland, Maine, brewed and canned. So I've seen their products like in restaurant and like beer, like craft beer places and stuff like that. Finally was able to find one that I could buy, so I hopped on it really quick. So, has anyone ever had a rye ale?
No.
No, I don't think so. I think I might have once. I don't remember what it tastes like, though, honestly.
So, basically.
Or if I did, I don't remember.
Oh, it smells really good, actually.
Yeah,
So,
I know I haven't.
a rye ale, obviously, when they ferment it, it's got rye in it. Simple as that.
No way!
Nothing super fancy this time around. No big explanation, no big reveal or anything crazy. This is just the way it is, guys.
Cool.
So, we were actually almost going to do 5 beers today, but I decided against it because
Better.
we did an episode before, and I don't need anyone getting a little tipsy on the
That's
show.
some weak sauce, dude.
Except for Ed and I that one week.
Very citric.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Keep going, man. Tell me what you smell. Don't be
There's citrus in
quiet.
this?
Don't be quiet. You're allowed to
It's
speak.
very like
Yeah, there's some
it's
citrus
very
to this,
strong
dude.
notes
I wanna
of it,
say-
but
Yeah.
I want to say grapefruit.
I mean, it could be grapefruit.
Maybe.
It could be grapefruit. That's citrus.
No.
isn't it?
I don't know. I just mostly get the citrus.
All right, let's get
Yeah,
taste.
definitely
Let's
weedy
get
and
let's get a taste
citrusy,
on
yeah.
this.
That's
Ooh, I
solid,
can
dude.
taste that rye.
Mm-hmm.
I taste the rye. I smell citrus, but I'm not getting any taste of it.
Yeah, I
though.
don't taste it.
It's
at
very
all.
subtle.
Yeah.
It's at the end. I can taste it.
It's like it lingers a bit in the aftertaste too. I want to say.
Yeah.
A little bit. I like it.
A little bit. It's nice.
It's nice and smooth. It doesn't
Okay.
hang around
Yeah,
for too
I'm starting to
long.
get it a little bit now. Yeah.
That rye flavor just like takes over too.
That's actually pretty good.
I've never
really
I've never
good.
had anything like that before, to be honest.
I think the one time I've had rye beer before, I didn't like it, but this one I actually like that.
It's good. I like the color. The color came out really nice.
Yeah.
Kind of like that hazy IPA kind of color,
Definitely.
but
Definitely a lot later though.
little bubbly on there. You could kind of see the suds on my cup, but really good.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So Uni, we've never had you on the show.
I do watch it.
So
Though.
what? Thank you.
You're already better than me.
So we ask everybody
Mhm.
on the show on their first time, like, what's your favorite kind of beer?
That's a bit hard for me to answer because I normally don't. It's not. I won't say I don't drink beer, but it's kind of like I'll just take whatever I feel like. So like, if you ask me what kind of beer I drink, it's It's like I'll just go in and buy like a couple Budweisers. Like that's really about it. So like that's the only
So
like
nothing
beer.
fancy.
Yeah, nothing really fancy. Like this is honestly like the fanciest I've ever gotten
Nothing.
in terms of beer.
Why are you
Nothing wrong with
here?
that.
That's a great question.
Because he wanted to be here. Why not?
We are very inclusive here.
We try to be.
We do. No, we actually do try to be.
But yeah, that's
Okay,
that's
there's nothing wrong with that. Jason is a huge Miller Lite fan. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your style. All beer drinkers are not the same,
Very
but we
true.
are all part of a close knit family, except for
Jason.
Jason,
Yeah.
because he's sitting over there. The next beer we're gonna
I got
try
this.
to move on here, Jason has in his lap right now,
He does.
is Bolero Snort's Sour Pasture Calves.
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat that.
Sour
Pasture
Pasture
Calves.
Calves.
Okay, I thought you read that differently.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I was like,
what? No,
I really
never
want to
mind.
say Sour Patch Kids. But
that's
yeah.
what I was
That's
starting.
what I was thinking too.
In my head, I think I was just naturally.
No,
hearing
I heard
Sour
something
Patch.
else.
This is a
Okay.
sour ale with lime and raspberry.
Interesting.
So, the reason why I did not do this on the sour episode that came out last week was because I specifically wanted to do a highlight on Smutty Nose's sour series, and I believe that they deserve their own episode just because they have such a variety of flavors. And unfortunately, I couldn't get all the flavors because that would also take way too long to do. But this came across. I saw it on their Instagram. I reached out to Bottle King, and I actually knew before they got it that they were getting it. I was told they were getting it.
I wonder how you knew that.
I wonder how I knew that.
Brewers?
No, the rep reached out to me.
Yeah, no,
And
that's what I meant.
Told me the store was gonna
Sorry,
get
yeah,
it.
no, that's...
So, ooh, this almost has.
Ooh.
I know it's raspberry lime, but this has almost like a watermelon color.
Yeah.
It also
Do
kind
it.
of reminds me of
Grapefruit,
like
too?
it
No,
kind of reminds
grapefruit's a
me.
little bit almost closer to orange.
Not gonna lie, man. That
Okay.
color's kind of scaring me a little
It kind of reminds me of like a
It should scare you.
punch.
Like
Nah,
raspberry
I'm not
soda.
normally a sour
Yeah,
beer kind of
I
dude.
do agree with that. So
Yeah,
this
mine-
comes
yeah.
in. So the first one was 5.1. This is 5.9, and
Okay.
just once again, so this was brewed and canned at Windridge Farm Brewing in Dallastown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I was gonna say, I can't
there, so
remember their
Bolero
Sounds
Store's
like-
technically a Jersey local, but they're usually canning and brewing out of state with other people.
Got a really light
Tell me
smell
what
to
you
it.
feel, man.
It's got a really
Well, no,
light
that's
smell to it.
literally like...
Tell them, they want to know. That's why they're
Guys,
here.
I'm saying it's a very light smell. I'm not
It has
getting
a
too
light-
much off it, dude.
Like a
Yeah,
like
there's
just
nothing
like the
distinctive about
like
it.
the-
I smell the sourness.
like this
Mm.
like the slightest hint of I don't want to say sugar, but it kind of smells like it.
Yeah,
I don't know, for me, it's just like, it's not one note.
it smells sugary
specific.
to me. It literally almost smells like the powder from a Sour Patch Kids.
I can see that.
Ooh,
I like that.
that's really good.
That actually tastes like a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's
Like the watermelon ones.
Yeah.
That literally tastes like the candy.
Yeah, this
Those
this
are
might
good.
as well just be.
Although
Like,
I do taste the raspberry. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
this might be like a dirty watermelon soda. I want to say almost.
Dirty water.
I don't
I've
know
never
what to
heard someone
describe
say
it.
that
Uni, I
before.
want you to
You know
think.
what? No, Uni is
Take
trying.
2 seconds.
At least he's trying.
You're,
So when
you're
you
right.
get a strawberry sunrise that's dirty, that just means it's with alcohol.
Yeah.
I meant that.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, no, I knew that's what you meant.
No, I knew that's what you meant,
I didn't
but
know
it's just
that.
I never heard anything
Oh, yeah,
called
any
dirty
drink that's
with like
dirty
beer though.
is
Yeah.
alcohol. Like,
Yeah,
normal
no, I
drink.
should've- I should've
If you get
thought
a
of
dirty
that.
Shirley, it's like a Shirley Temple with vodka.
Yeah.
I honestly,
I
I
meant
honestly
to- I
thought
meant
he
to something
meant
like
like, like you find like an old can of soda from like the '80s, like in
No.
your fridge. Like,
No.
I was like, damn, dude.
Nah.
I was gonna say, what
Don't
are you
be
feeding us, dude?
disrespectful.
No.
Yeah, really.
No, it's
Feeding
not.
you something brand new. This
No,
came
I
out
don't
this
mean-
week.
But yeah, it's kind of like watermelon soda with I want to say, just for the sake of it, like gin or something.
No.
Probably.
What?
No.
He's brand new to this, guys. Give
Yeah,
him,
probably.
Give him a little,
You know
catch
what?
him a- catch
At
him a
least
break.
you know, he's
Alright,
trying at least.
Sum it
so
up.
I'll-
Tastes like the candy.
yeah.
It really does.
There you go. Like I normally don't like sour beers, but that was actually pretty good.
It wasn't bad.
Yes, I agree. That was really good.
And the fact that like it wasn't really overly sour, it had a little bit of sweetness to it too.
It almost reminds me of the raspberry one we did last week. Very like light flavor.
That was Smutty Nose, right?
That was Smutty Nose. That we did. Well, Ed, Jay, Caroline, and I did it. But the raspberry one we did last week was very similar. This one had a little bit more going on because obviously there's added lime and other things in there.
I didn't really get much
But-
taste of the lime, though.
It's gonna be super subtle. It's not gonna
Yeah.
come
What,
out.
this one?
Lime is
Yeah.
kind of
No, I got a little on there.
yeah. It's very like minute. It's
Mm.
not like it's not what's pulling the beer together. It's just one part of a whole. You know, the raspberry and that heavy tartness. Because this is a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
a lot more tart than the raspberry we had last week, but it's still rather light bodied.
Gotcha.
So that's why I would say that. The next beer we're doing, I'm super excited to have on the show because this is the first time that they're distributing in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken. That's the way the email was written out. Before I left Bottle King, there was an email from headquarters saying we were getting beer from Toppling Goliath. Now, I haven't checked the website in a while, but the last time I checked on beeradvocate.com, which is where if you need any like information on beer, I would definitely like new beer, old beer, like stuff you're looking for, go to beeradvocate.com. They have everything. They have a top 100 and a new top 100. And I don't remember what list it is, but Toppling Goliath has the #1 beer on one of those lists. It is not this one, but
I'm guessing
So
the
you
number
don't like us enough to get us the #1 beer.
we were not able to get
I
that
was gonna
beer.
say it's
Ah.
probably hard to get it then.
Super hard to get to get it anyway.
Yeah.
So just to give you guys some info, so Toppling Goliath also brews on their own, just like everybody else. They're from Decorah, IA is Iowa, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, they're from Decorah, Iowa. So these guys make really, really good beer. Super hard to find. Found out a couple weeks ago that they just started distributing to New Jersey. There was 2 beers that came out. This is the Pseudo Sue Pale Ale coming in at 6 point. Oh crap! I saw it on the website. It's like 6.8.
Okay.
Something like that. 6.7, 6.8.
Very.
This is their pale ale. I love the dinosaur.
Yeah, I was
on it.
like very noticeable.
The can art's really nice.
It's cool. So all I know is that their beer is super hard to find around here, obviously, because they just started distributing here. So I know Bottle King. We were supposed to get 2 different products of theirs, and the week I ordered it, we didn't get any. So I got super nervous, and apparently no store got it. And then the next week, it wound up coming in with the craft delivery.
Oh, nice.
So I got super excited, and I was already gone by that point. So thank you to the staff for putting one to the side for me, because they knew I've been looking for it for a while.
Kind of
This
smells like Lux.
I was gonna say pineapple.
No, I'm definitely getting hops off of this.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say pineapple.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe. But no, yeah, I agree with
You
you.
know what?
Definitely a very strong hoppy smell.
Yeah.
You know what, Uni?
Well, yeah.
Whatever you imagine.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what?
Don't let Jimmy tell you otherwise. If you might smell something that
Oh,
he
that's what he's
doesn't.
saying. No, that's what he's saying.
I'm saying, do it.
He's
Uni?
being rude, dude.
You guys
Nah,
just
he's
spread your
being-
wings and fly, dude.
he's being
Spread your wings and
nice.
fly.
I don't feel the kick yet. at
It's
least.
light.
It's light. It's
a light
definitely
pale ale.
strong hops.
I'm waiting for maybe a aftertaste of hops.
See, for me, I don't think this is that hoppy.
I'm waiting for an aftertaste, maybe after a few drinks, maybe.
I mean, wait till you taste that. Like, that's probably gonna be a kick.
Cool.
To sum this beer up the way I feel like it is, it's not super. It is hoppy. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Not super hoppy in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no.
Definitely a lot of citrus going on in here. Definitely a little something extra going on, and I like it. There's actually something written on the side here. Let me read it out for you. This single hop pale ale showcases the citra hop for a well-balanced beer that is delicate in body with mild bitterness in the finish. Ferocious hop aromas of citrus and mango give a refreshing taste that is bright with just enough bite.
I did not get mango, but okay.
That's
I can
probably
kinda
that
see it now.
fruitiness that Uni was getting.
Yeah,
He just-
Definitely.
he saw his pineapple. It was mango.
mango.
See, Uni
It was
spread his
fruity.
wings, he flew, and he landed.
Pretty much, yeah.
That beer also super affordable, by the way.
How much is that?
So these two are actually the same price. They're $12.99 for a 4-pack.
Okay.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
For like a
Because
craft beer
Toppling
4-pack,
Goliath-
yeah, that's not bad.
for something that for us in New Jersey is super hard to find, I thought the Toppling Goliath would be priced a lot higher,
Yeah, I
and it
thought that
wasn't.
too, yeah.
How much for that one? Our
Which
first
one?
First one.
Lux.
The Lux I bought as a single, and it was actually decently expensive.
How much for
I think,
Yeah,
I,
single?
think I paid like $5 or $6
Okay.
Okay.
for the one can.
Excuse me.
I did buy it from like a craft beer like place. I didn't buy it from like a store,
So priced up a little.
so the price was up a little bit, but it totally was worth it. I liked it a lot. So we've done Lagunitas before, so you already know the brewery. For those of you that don't know, I'll just say it again. They are out of Petaluma, California, and Chicago, Illinois. This is one of their one-hitters. This is the Waldo's Special Ale, coming in at 11.7%.
Oh jeez.
I always say,
Have a fun night,
I
boys.
hope I said it last time, and I think I read it out. Lagunitas does something super cool. They actually have a story written around the label, around the label of the bottle. So I think for the Dark Swan I read it, so I'll read this one too. In 1971, the Waldos met one afternoon at 4:19 as to not be late and set out in a 66 Impala armed with a treasure map on a journey to find a spot near Point Reyes. They never found the spot, but they kept looking. The dankest and hoppiest beer ever brewed at Lagunitas was made with the help of the Waldos for all treasure hunters.
The dankest.
Dankest.
The dankest of beers.
Oh my god, I was not expecting that.
I need
Let it be
that.
known, we only have the
Oh,
dankest of
100%.
beers on Brian's Beer Corner.
Only the dankest beers.
The dankest of beers.
I mean, if any of you watched the episode, I know none of you guys were on the panel for this. If anyone remembers the 420, the Stone 420, that was a dank double IPA. That's literally how it was described. I'm not kidding.
No, I remember
We
that.
believe
Jim,
you.
I'll
It's
do you
still
first.
like
Dank
I'll
boy.
pour you first.
We believe you, Brian. Just that in
Brian, you
today's
treat me
day
so
and age,
fine.
dank is just like
All them dank memes.
yeah,
All
This
the
beer-
names.
very clear.
I have very high expectations.
very
for it.
clear. I might add.
Yeah, this would be interesting.
I'm not
What do you
giving
got?
that much because
I got hops.
this is a stronger beer.
I'm also guessing it's pricey.
It's really not.
Oh yeah.
It's really not
yes,
that bad on hops,
I
though.
think the
no,
think
but
the
it's
six
very
pack
clear.
the 6-pack for this I think was like $13 or $14.99.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
It's one of the one hitters
For
that's a
craft.
little
Like all
more
this, considering the
expensive.
fact that it's craft beer, is
Yeah,
really not that bad.
exactly.
It's a little chunk of change,
I
but
think
But
considering
again,
it's
it's
not
craft
too
beer,
bad.
Like, that's why I'll do
not too
like
bad.
Modelo, or I'll do like Amsterdam or whatever.
Jimmy likes Newcastle, although he hasn't
Yeah.
had it in a long time.
Newcastle, yeah, I love Newcastle.
White Castle.
Harold and
Bro,
Kumar go
White
to
Castle with Newcastle, oh my god.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
If I can get a girl who could take me to White Castle and bring me some
Oh,
some
wow.
Newcastle, oof.
That's a great smell.
I am ready for this.
It is a good
Let's
smell.
do this.
I'm so
Thumbs
ready.
up.
I'm gonna assume this is gonna be malty because of how high
Oh,
the
yeah.
ABV is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You'd be right.
I
You'd
would
be
be.
Oh, it's
very
malty, dude.
right.
I'm good.
let's do it.
But it's like a smooth malty though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've come.
For a malt, it's pretty
Yeah,
smooth.
yeah.
I have said time and time again, whenever we do super strong beers, every strong beer we've had, like over 11%, has been super smooth.
It's like weirdly smooth, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
this, the DCBC3, the Touching the Sun,
Which one's the one that I did with you?
the
was it-
DCBC3, the
that
Strong
was it?
Ale
Okay.
by Dark City. Definitely check them out. They have their second in Maine out right now, which is really good.
I don't know if you remember when we did the St. Patty's, the stouts. I think it was a blonde stout, or it was something
That
like
was
that.
Magically Delicious by
Bolero.
Blair Snort.
This kind of reminds me of that in the sense of like how smooth of a stout it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
That was good.
for a special ale, that's really nice. Like I said, very malty, but like Jimmy said, super smooth. What else did you get off of this? Anything else besides that? I don't want to like be redundant, but
It's
Malty, hoppy.
It's
You know,
a bit bitter, but it
I
adds
feel
to the
like
taste. Like
I
sometimes,
feel like
like,
I need a reevaluation here.
it's fine. We're
like
cool
some
with that.
some
Do
beer,
it.
like some beer. I'm not gonna lie.
Want some?
No, I'm good.
I feel like some people are turned off from some beers because of how like bitter or like not bitter they are.
Mhm.
But this one has just like the right blend. I want to say it because
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
bitter, because it being a beer after all. But it's got the right blend. I want to say.
The right
They also
stuff.
make another beer. It's called Undercover Shutdown.
Cool.
They make it once.
That's-
They make it once a year. That is literally advertised as a bitter ale.
That sounds
And
like a cocktail.
it is amazing. The story behind that beer is really cool. You definitely have to go buy it because I'm not going to talk about it on the
There's
show.
like a sweetness to this
I
too.
should
almost.
though.
It's like they threw like a little tiny bit of sweet just to help it make it a little smooth.
That's
Yeah.
the
That
malt.
might be
That's
how
the
they
malt.
level it
That's
out.
the,
Yeah.
that's the malt.
That's the malt.
That's how they.
It almost looks like they put honey in it, but I don't taste it.
I think I think that's what I'm getting, dude.
It could be honey.
It
I
could-
want to
it's
say
also
honey,
honey.
but I don't know.
I mean, there's something like an actual like something sweet, like some kind of sugar or something.
Yeah.
That's
To
in here and
balance
make a
out
little.
the stout
Yeah, there's
taste.
something in here.
Yeah.
Well, you learned something
So,
new. Hopefully.
Gotcha.
That's just what it looks like, and I was tasting something a little extra, but I couldn't
Actually,
put
that
my
would
finger
kind
on
of
it.
explain the color too, the honey.
It does.
Yeah.
Second evaluations for the win.
Jimmy putting in the extra effort.
I do what I can.
Since we did all the beers, any like specific style you liked over the other? I know like last week, it was hard to distinguish because the Smelly Nose beers are all brewed very similarly.
Yeah.
But the Allagash was brewed 10 times different, and it was on a whole nother level. But looking at three different style ales, and four if you count the sour in the ale family. What did you guys think overall?
You want to start it? You want Uni
We'll
to
start
be
with
first? Yeah.
Uni. We'll start with you. Just give your overall like what you thought about everything. I'm not saying pick a favorite. I'm just saying like, what'd you think of the beers overall?
I do like all of them. It's the way I would describe it is if I were to host like a 4th of July barbecue or just a get together, I would definitely have all of these like there as options to drink.
You got a lot of money there, man.
How diggity damn.
Oh man, I wish, but I would say what's the last one?
The Waldo.
Yeah, I would say the Waldo. I would sort of say for lack of a better term, for like a more, for more like a close occasion, just like
Intimate party.
Okay.
that's one way to put it. But yeah,
No, that makes sense.
yeah, I definitely do like all these, and despite the money joke, I would definitely definitely buy some of these on my own. Yeah, I definitely do like all of them.
All right, Pete.
For me, if I had a preference, it'd be more towards Lux than the others. Yeah, it was so smooth, and just for a gathering, I probably would go with that.
All right, Jimmy.
For me, I would go with Waldo's because that is incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
Because the first few sips, you get mostly just the malt, but once you get past the malt, the sweetness, whatever that is, I think it's honey, honestly.
I think you're right.
It has
think
to,
so.
I think
has
it
to
is
be
honey
low, I wanna
because there's
say.
something actually sweet to that. Once you start getting that sweetness to it, it's a lot easier to go down. It'll go down almost like Bud Light, which is very dangerous considering how much APV is to it.
It is a lot stronger than everything else we have.
Yeah,
says-
so that could be a really dangerous beer, but I love it for that.
Yeah.
For it, it says hops, malt, hops, yeast, hops, water, hops. So it does not at least mention honey.
There's something to it, man. I'm
There's
telling you,
something to it.
there's some
Either
kind of
one.
sweetness to
No,
it.
I agree
It's not
with
even
you.
just the hops. There's actually like some kind of
No,
sweetness
I
to it.
agree.
And that would explain
Yeah.
the color too.
Yeah, it would.
So for the last episode, I'm just gonna give my final take on everything. I liked all of them. Like I said, I had the Pseudo Sue prior to the show. I liked the citrus, like how citrusy it was. I did like the overall composition of the beer. I thought it was done really well. Toppling Goliath, I will definitely be looking out for more of their products in the future. The Lux, for my first time having a rye ale, I liked that style. That rye flavor works really well. It's like an added component that really brings the beer together.
Mhm.
And what I really mean by that is, some beers have a lot going on, and it takes one property of the beer to kind of hold it all in.
Yeah.
The rye really brought out the flavor, brought out the color. I feel like the rye was very prominent in the aroma and the flavor, and it just made the beer what it was. I love sours. Every time I talk about it. You're probably tired of hearing me say it, but
I am.
that raspberry lime sour was really good. Light raspberry, a little bit of lime at the end to give it something a little different. I just think it was an overall great sour ale. A little tart, a little more tart than usual than your average sour. But you know what? There's all different levels.
If I can
And-
add a little something to that, I did like this sour only because they put lime in there, the citrus to break up some of that sour,
Yeah.
so it's not as harsh to your taste buds. So that way it's a little easier to go down, but you still get the sour taste to it.
Yeah,
I think I like that about it. That's why I actually like that one.
it smells more sugary than it really is,
Yeah.
but the taste was really good.
Yeah.
And lastly, the Waldo's. To never have that and to go in blind on the Lagunitas. I said last episode in the end when we were talking about other breweries that there are a handful of breweries that I can always buy a one hitter or a seasonal and I've never had a bad beer. Lagunitas is another one of those breweries. Every time I buy something Lagunitas, whether it's brand new or something I've had, it is just enjoyable. And for 11.7%, that smoothness, that hint of sweetness, or that perfect combination of sweet and bitter, is really something else. It's on another level on its own.
Mhm.
They do a lot. They do a lot of beers. They make a lot of really out there stuff. Their Mozango, which is their mango IPA, the Dark Swan, the Dark Sour Ale. They have one called Citrusness that I think is out again soon, if it's not already out again. They just do the one hitters really, really well. So to end off this show, obviously, like I've been saying for weeks and weeks on end, I will be taking a hiatus from the show. I will be heading to training out in California and Georgia for the summer. Once I'm antiquated in my apartment or wherever I'm living, I'm gonna restart the show on my own or with whoever I meet out there. Hopefully, I meet a couple people that are as passionate about this as I am. So I just want to say thank you to everyone on the bike crew, between Ed and Eric, co-hosting, as well as Jay stepping up a lot recently on shows. I really appreciate it. You guys coming out. Jimmy, obviously, I've known Jimmy since I was 18, and Jimmy's been there for a lot going on. Corey for letting us film here all the time and letting me do the show on the channel. I really appreciate it. Thanks for flipping me off. Thanking Caroline for coming out on her busy schedule to come see us and do the show. to all the people that watch the show, I really appreciate it. This is something I really love to do. It's a huge hobby of mine. It's something I'm super passionate about, and for you guys to share that passion and to enjoy as much as I do is really I really appreciate it. To all the breweries that have reached out to us and have commented, liked, watched the videos, I know some of them have. That's a big deal for me. You know, I want to do this. I'm doing this for the people. I'm doing this for the breweries so that they get recognition, that the people buy something that maybe they won't buy every now and then. But it means a lot to me to do this, and I want to keep doing it. And with your support and with everyone's support, I can keep doing this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this season. There's a lot more to come. By no means am I even close to being done with this show. And the Bike guys will do what they can to make sure that everything that we put out is great quality for you guys. So thank you so much again. Oh, as always, drink responsibly. And to top it off, the panel, we have Uni on the show for the first time. Pete came back. Jimmy came back. Hopefully Jimmy will watch this when it gets done. Hopefully.
Probably not.
At
Me
least
neither.
the ones he's on so he can see it. He can hear himself talk.
Yeah.
But, as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, because when I come back, I'm coming back with a vengeance on this show. I want to know what you guys want out of this show, and that's what I'm going to do. And as always, because Jason's in the room, hit that fucking bell! Thank you guys so much. I love all of you. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, and once again, drink responsibly.
Salute.